I get it. Scrolling through endless listings, you see a sleek, 120-inch screen that promises movie theater quality, and you start picturing yourself in a dark home cinema. Then you read a few reviews, and the same story repeats. The picture looks amazing in the photos, but once it's set up in a living room with a few windows, the colors look washed out, the blacks turn gray, and the whole thing feels like a gimmick. That hesitation is what makes me pause before I click buy. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. In this video I'm going to walk through the real-world experience of the NexiGo Aurora Pro 4K laser TV, point out the hidden trade-offs, and help you decide if it's the right way to get a big screen experience without ending up with a pricey disappointment. First off, the Aurora Pro sits in a very specific niche. It's an ultra-short-throw, UST, projector paired with a 120-inch Fresnel ALR, ambient light-rejecting, screen. In theory, you can sit just a foot or two away from the wall and get a cinema-size image, while the ALR screen claims to keep the picture punchy even if you can't black out the room completely. The marketing talks a lot about factory-calibrated color accuracy and Dolby Vision, which sounds impressive, but the question is whether those specs translate into a consistently good picture when you're watching a Netflix series on a Tuesday night, gaming with friends, or streaming sports while the kids are playing in the next room. Let's talk setup. The first practical thing you'll notice is the footprint. The projector itself is roughly the size of a small laptop, but you still need the dedicated Fresnel screen to get the ALR benefit. That screen isn't cheap, and you have to mount it on a wall that can support a 120-inch surface. If you already have a suitable wall, the installation is fairly straightforward. The projector sits on a low shelf or a piece of furniture, you align it with the screen, run a single HDMI cable, and you're ready to go. For people who are comfortable with a bit of DIY, the process takes a couple of hours. If you're hoping for a plug-and-play experience without any mounting or calibration, you'll probably need a professional installer, which adds to the total cost. Now, the Aurora Pro's brightness rating is 2400 lumens. That's a solid middle ground for a UST projector. In a dim to moderately lit room, the picture feels vibrant, and the 85% ambient light occlusion, ALO, screen really does its job. Bright windows don't wash out the image the way they would on a regular white wall. I tested it during a late afternoon binge of a sci-fi series, and the colors stayed saturated while the blacks stayed deep enough to give a cinematic feel. The factory-calibrated color accuracy means you can turn the projector on and get a decent picture right away, without having to spend time in a color grading menu. That's a big win for people who don't want to become a color scientist just to enjoy a movie. One area where the Aurora Pro shines is motion handling. The projector uses ALPD 4.0 RGB plus technology, which the manufacturer claims gives a native black level and reduces ghosting. In practice, fast-moving sports scenes and high-action game sequences look smooth, with very little blur. The low latency is also noticeable when I hooked it up to a gaming console. The input lag felt comparable to a high-end TV, which is impressive for a projector. If you're a competitive gamer who wants a big screen without the lag that many projectors suffer from, this is a compelling point. Dolby Vision is another headline feature that sets the Aurora Pro apart from most UST projectors. Content that's mastered for Dolby Vision. Most of Netflix's premium titles, for example, actually gets the extra dynamic range. On a well-calibrated display, you'll see brighter highlights and richer shadows. In my tests, a Dolby Vision movie looked noticeably better than the same title in HDR10 on a typical LED TV of a similar price. That said, you need source material that supports Dolby Vision. Most broadcast TV and many streaming services still stick to HDR10 or SDR, so you won't see that benefit all the time. What about the downsides? The biggest practical weakness is the reliance on the ALR screen. If you decide to skip the screen to save money and just project onto a painted wall, the image quality drops dramatically in any ambient light. The screen's Fresnel surface also introduces a subtle rainbow effect when you look at it from certain angles, especially with bright whites. It's not a deal-breaker, but it's something to be aware of if you have a wide seating area. Another limitation is sound. The Aurora Pro doesn't include any